Namaste children. Today we are going to learn the clause and the phrase. Okay. What is a clause? What is a phrase? So in the last class, in one of your classes, I discussed about the clause and phrase. So I want to give the brief explanation about this clause. What is a phrase and what is a clause? If you learn this now, phrases and clauses, it will be more helpful in your all the four skills. Okay. Now we are going to learn what is a clause and what is a phrase. Before that, we should know what is a sentence. Sentence is a group of words which follows three rules. Okay. One, it should be in subject verb agreement. Second one, it should give complete sense. And third one, it should start with capital letter and ends with the full stop. So, and the word order, group of words only. A sentence form with a group of words. Those group of words should follow the word order, which gives the complete sentence and which follows the capital letter at the starting and ends with the full stop. Okay, these rules should follow in the sentence. See, one sentence I had given in the class. Does it has any verb? No. In the class. In the class. Group of words only. It doesn't start with capital letter and end with full stop. But you are getting some meaning, not the complete sense, but you are getting incomplete sense, incomplete meaning. See the second sentence. Suma won the race. Suma won the race. It following three rules. It starts with capital letter and ended with full stop. And subject Suma and one subject verb agreement is there. And object also there. Suma won the race. And it is formed with a group of words and giving the complete sense. So it is a sentence. That sentence is also we called in another way in the grammar, that is clause. If we go to clause detail, I will explain what is a independent clause, dependent clause and all. Now first we have to learn what is the definition of the clause. A group of words with subject verb combination. It's like sentence only. Okay. It should start with capital letter and end with full stop. And it should give the complete sense of the sentence. A group of words without subject verb combination. See, maybe it has a verb, may not be, but there is no combination. See in the last slide, Suma won the race. Suma is the subject, one is verb. Subject verb combination was there, but here in the phrase there is no combination of subject and verb. Okay, you should remember this one. What is a phrase and what is a clause? Types of phrases. Like clauses and phrases, we learn what is that phrase and what is the clause. Now in that there are some types of phrases are there. See, with example we learning now. I'm not giving any definition here, but you should remember that phrase have no subject verb combination. Phrase doesn't have any subject verb combination. It may have verb, may not have the verb. See, my two wonderful dogs. What I underlined here? Dogs. See, my two wonderful dogs. It emphasizing, it focusing on the noun dogs. The tallest building in the world. See, these two are started with these two are the phrases. What kind of phrases? They are the group of words, but they are not giving the complete sense. My two wonderful dogs, what happened to them? Where are they? Who's belong? Those two wonderful dogs. What they are going to do? The tallest building in the world. Where? The tallest building in the world. Where is that? And what is the name of that? We don't. It is not. The sentence is not giving the complete sense. So these two are focusing on the noun. See, my two wonderful dogs. The phrase is telling about these two nouns only. So these are what did I say? Types of phrases, no? So these are called noun phrases. These two are called noun phrases. Then will be working. Then couldn't go. See, what are those? These are the verbs. Full. They focus on the verb. So these two are called verb phrases. These two are called verb phrases. Okay. Now based on that, tell you say what I underline here. Very and dark. What are those? Yes, those are adjectives. So very friendly. The phrase is focusing on the very adjective, and afraid of the dog, focusing on the dog. So it's giving the meaning. It's for the remaining words telling about that particular word. That based on that word only we can identify whether the noun phrase or the verb phrase or the prepositional phrase or the adjectival phrase or adverbial phrase. So very and dark. These two are adjectives. So these two are called adjectival phrases. Now really fast, much quicker. Now what are these two underlining words? Yes, these two underlining words are adverbs. So really fast, really telling about the fast, much is telling about the quicker. So these are the adverbial phrase. Now next, near the school on the 29th. So what are these last two? Last two are the prepositional phrases. Okay. Types of clauses now with examples. Now we learned the phrases with examples. Clauses also we are going to learn now. See, types of clauses. Remember, clause have subject verb combination, but phrase doesn't. Here clause is a sentence. You can say independent clause. What do you mean that independent clause? It is a sentence. Can be a sentence. What are the rules of the sentence? It starts with capital letter, end with full stop, and it gives the complete sense, and it follows the word order. That is a verb and subject combination. Okay. Next, he ate dinner. So it is giving the complete sense. So it is a independent. It can stand on its. It doesn't depend on anything. So that is called independent. Now dependent clause. What is the dependent clause? When Ramu reached home, what happened? It doesn't giving them. See, clause, what did I say? Clause gives the complete sense. But when Ramu reached home, subject and verb agreement is there. It started with capital letter, ended with full stop, but not giving the complete sense. Incomplete sense is there. Those called dependent clause. When Ramu reached home, what happened? When Ramu reached home, he ate dinner. Simple. Please pass me water if you can. If you can is dependent clause. Please pass me water is independent clause. Okay, which gives complete sense, that is independent. It can stand its own. It doesn't depends on anything. That is independent. Dependent means it gives incomplete sense, incomplete meaning. It should depend on other sentence. Based on the other sentence, it will be completed. That is dependent clause. Now, differences between independent dependent clauses. You should know this one. Independent clause express a complete thought. Means what? It gives the complete sentence, complete sense or complete meaning. Can stand alone as a sentence. It can stand its alone. It doesn't depend on anything. Next, I would fly and fly on top of the world. Yes, of course, we can do that one. Without see, I would fly. It's agreeing the subject verb agreement. And it started with capital letter, ended with full stop, and giving the complete sense. It following the 3 rules. So it is a independent class or the sentences. We can say that one. What is the dependent class? See here. Incomplete expression doesn't give the complete expression. See, cannot stand alone. It should need a dependent class. It should need an independent class. Something it cannot stand. It cannot give the complete sense its own. It should needed another sentence to give the complete sentence. Say example. If I were a bird, what happened if I were a bird? So if I were a bird, what will happen? You don't know. It is not giving the complete sense. So it is dependent class. Now, so children, now you learned dependent and independent class. Now we'll go for the quiz. Say whether each of the following is a phrase or a clause. In the garden. Very good. It's a phrase. While Rohan was reading the newspaper. Yes, what happened? Oh, it is not giving the complete sense. So it is a phrase. Somu works at a restaurant. Yes, it starts with capital and ended with full stop and giving the complete sense. Subject verb agreement following. So it is a, obviously it is clause. The big green box. Not giving the complete sense. And it doesn't follow the punctuation marks. No capital letter, no full stop. So it is a phrase. We do not live in Mumbai anymore. So it is a, what beta it is a? It is a clause as it following 3 rules. Next. Extremely hungry right now. No meaning, no complete sense, no capital letter, no full stop. It depending on other sentence. So it is a dependent clause. Had been waiting. Had been waiting what? It's a clause. Had been waiting, but there is no subject. So it is a phrase. If you see Mr. James tomorrow. See, subject verb agreement is there but not giving the complete sense. So it is dependent clause. Slowly and steadily. No subject verb agreement and it doesn't following the rules of the sentence. So it is a phrase. Whenever I play a video game, it reminds me my childhood. See, in the last sentence, we can find that complete sentence in incomplete sentence. Whenever I play video game, it doesn't give the complete sense, but I play subject verb agreement is there, but not giving the complete sentence. So it is the complete sense of the sentence. So it is a dependent clause. It reminds me my childhood. It reminds me. Subject verb agreement is there but giving the complete sense. So it is dependent clause. In this last sentence there are 2 sentences, dependent and independent clauses. So children, till now we learned the clause and phrase. I want to give the clear information about the clause and phrase. I had given, I hope you got my point, or the clause and phrase, what is the difference and how are they. Just basic thing you should learn about the clause and phrase. So it will helpful in the further 8th, 7th, 9th, 10th, like that. There are some sentences, kinds of sentences, simple sentence, complex sentence and compound sentences. In Telugu we say that సమాపక్రియలు అసమాపక్రియలు, నో సంక్లిష్ట వాక్యాలు, సంశ్లేషణ వాక్యాలు, సంశ్లిష్ట సంశ్లేషణ వాక్యాలు, లైక్ దట్. In the English also we have simple sentence, compound sentence, complex sentences, compound complex sentences also there. Those if you know the phrase in class now here clearly, it will be helpful in further. Thank you children. Have a nice day.